Well, good evening and happy Friday, Idaho. We are starting off with a live look at some of those current temperatures, not just in Idaho, but across the country, just so we can get an idea of what to expect. We are at 46 degrees in Boise, and we're trending pretty similar across Seattle and Oregon. But if you take a look at parts of Michigan or even Illinois, it's much cooler, down to the teens, if not even chillier. Now, looking down into Florida, 70 degrees is that current reading. That is the state where we're seeing Super Bowl play. Oh, gosh, it must be so nice to be there and to at least be able to root on some of the teams in that nice weather. Now, looking at the 24-hour max wind gusts that we've experienced, we saw Boise just tipping off the charts at about 35 miles per hour, 38 down in Mountain Home. We saw some pretty significant gusts up into the mountain regions, 21 miles per hour in McCall, 31 over in Stanley. And depending on how you look at that glass, half full or half empty, it could be good or bad news. We have more wind coming our way. We will see a brief break for our Saturday, but Saturday afternoon, some parts like Mountain Home, Glens Ferry, Fairfield will still be feeling some of those max wind gusts, and that's going to stick around from Saturday afternoon, really going through our Sunday. We're seeing that we're going to notice some of that significant wind gusts at about 4 p.m. on Saturday in Boise. It'll be about 23 miles per hour. Cascade, though, in the single digits, which is good news. Twin Falls, though, is going to be tipping the scale over at about 37 miles per hour. And as we see our Sunday working through, so look at Sunday morning, we're again seeing those high wind gusts. So keep that in mind because these wind gusts are significant. They'll affect that feels like temperature. That feels like temperature could take something that is 40 degrees and make it feel like it's 35 degrees. Now, looking at the clouds and precipitation, the good news is we're not seeing any active weather falling in any parts of our valleys, but it will be falling in parts of the central mountain region, making its way towards eastern Idaho. And it's because of this nice little spoon shape that we see. It's coming in just off the coast of Canada, working its way down and doing a nice little loop-de-loo. So it will be hitting some areas of Idaho on one side, and then the other side, it'll be completely dry. And that's in part because of that high pressure system that we see just off the coast of the Pacific Northwest. Now, looking at how it's going to play out, here's a look at Saturday morning. We're seeing some light snow falling in the central mountains, parts of McCall and Ketchum. But again, we're not seeing anything falling in the Treasure Valley. We'll see a little bit of cloud coverage rolling in, but no active weather will be coming our way. It's again just going to be affecting northern parts of Idaho. Now, looking at those high temperatures for your Saturday, here's a look at what to expect. Again, you have to remember that after the noon, 1 o'clock hour, this feels like temperature could be a factor in some parts. So the 51 degrees that we'll have in Kuna, the 49 in Boise and Mountain Home could feel much chillier. Now in the west central mountains, we are expecting some of that snow, but it's going to be light snow and little to no accumulation. So it's not going to be anything to write home about or perhaps even maybe hit the slopes for immediately. Same thing with our east central mountains. We do see a high temperature of 28 degrees in Stanley, so cold enough to support the sticking of the snow, but there will not be enough to fall for it to necessarily stay. Now looking at the Magic Valley, here's a look at those high temperatures. We are in the mid to high 40s. Conditions are comfortable. Looking at the extended forecast over the next several days, partly cloudy conditions for your Saturday. We do have partly cloudy conditions for your Sunday, but again, wind is going to be a major factor. Same thing, Monday through Friday, we will see those partly cloudy conditions, but wind shouldn't be a problem for the rest of the week.